One of the key ingredients of a top listing agent is the mastery of their schedule. It's the mastery of what they do during every single hour of the day. And I'm always asked the question, Chadi, what am I supposed to do and when am I supposed to do it to become a top listing agent? And that's exactly what I'm going to share with you in this video, hour by hour. Because if you do what a top listing agent does, you will get what a top listing agent gets, and that is a lot of listings. So let's begin. So here's the first thing I want to do to simplify this whole entire process for you. I want you to think in terms of like, how can I split up my day to be as effective as I can possibly be, to become as efficient as I could possibly be, to become as productive as I could possibly be. Because at the end of the day, we all know the saying, I want to be able to do what I want, when I want, anytime I want, etc. And I'll begin by saying that is the luxury of you putting in the work up front and earning that a little bit later on. So that's not what we're going to be talking about today. What we're going to be talking about today is how to earn that one day where you get to do whatever you want anytime you want. So we're going to split up your day into three parts. The first part, I want you to write down, get in the zone. Get in the zone. And I said hour by hour, I'm going to tell you, we're going to begin our work day every single day at 8 a.m. So when I'm talking about getting in the zone, I'm talking about what is it specifically that you are going to do from the time you wake up till the time that you get to work. So for some of you guys, you might need 1 hour. For some of you guys, 2 hours. For some of you guys, 3 hours. So you figure that out. So step number one is get in the zone. What I'm talking about here is what is it that you are going to partake in before any human interaction. So when you can begin to have human interaction, you are showing up as the better version of yourself, the version of yourself that magnetically attracts people to want to work with them. So here are the suggestions that I'm going to ask you to do. And that's exactly what all my top producing clients do. Number one, wake up at the same time every single day. Wake up at the same time every single day. So for some of you guys, I have people I'm working with that wake up at 4 a.m. every single day. I have people that wake up at 5 a.m., 6 a.m., 7 a.m. It doesn't matter. It's just that I want you to begin your work day at 8 a.m. So you figure out how much time you need to do exactly what I'm telling you to do right now before 8 a.m. comes around. So A, wake up at the same time every single day. B, work on getting your energy up. Immediately work on getting your energy up. I don't care what that looks like. Could that be an exercise session? Could that be a walk around the block? Could that be jumping jacks, sit-ups, push-ups, squats, burpees, whatever? Get your blood flowing. You need energy to take on the day. The next thing is work on getting your mind right. Work on getting your mind right. How do you get your mind right? For some of you guys, it's by doing affirmations. For some of you guys, it's by doing some kind of reading or some kind of listening to a positive book or watching a YouTube video like this or subscribing to a positive podcast or engaging in some kind of a group activity where you guys are all working on your mind, reading your vision in the morning, etc., etc., etc. So we said, get your energy up, get your mind right, review your goals and monthly business plan of action. That's part of your morning routine to get in the zone. Is that something that I want you to do every single day? Well, think about it. Is that something that most people do every single day? And the answer is no. Do most people make the kind of money they want to make? The answer is no. Do all top producing agents or top producing people in any industry review their goals every single day? The answer is yes. Do they review their business plan every single day? The answer is yes. So you are going to review your goals, your business plan, and your plan of action every single day before you begin work. And then the final thing I want you to do every single morning before you get to the office and start work at 8 o'clock is do some kind of skills practice. Look, if you're going to get to the office at 8 o'clock and start making phone calls, you want to be ready for those phone calls. So if you're calling on for sale by owners, hey, you should practice your for sale by owner script. You should practice your for sale by owner objection handlers. If you're calling on expired, same exact thing. You should be practicing your listing presentation. You should be practicing how do I better connect with people, etc., etc., etc. So this is what you do to get yourself in the zone from the time you wake up till the time you get to the office at 8 a.m. So your second block of time is from 8 a.m. to about noon. So that's the next 4 hours of work. We call it get the business. So section number one, part number one, get in the zone. Part number two, get the business. 8 o'clock on the phones. 8 a.m., not 8:01, not 7:59. 8 a.m. is when the phone begins to dial every single day, okay? After you're done calling on however many people you projected to speak to that day, whether it's 10 contacts, 15 contacts, 20 contacts, whatever your number is, that is dependent on or predicated by what is your transaction goal and what is your skill set like. If you need help identifying that number for yourself specifically, leave me a comment below. I'll respond to it and we'll get you an accurate number for you to reach your goal. So 8 o'clock, you're gonna get on the phones. You're gonna make your 10, 15, 20 contacts immediately after that. I'm talking about like no breaks during that 4 hours unless it is an absolute necessary break, which means you gotta go take care of some kind of business and personal business, and you do that. Other than that, you're on the phones. Once you get your contacts, you immediately move over to lead follow-up. Immediately lead follow-up. If you're doing your calls every single day, you're gonna have a ton of leads to follow up on. Do not let those leads slip through the cracks. After that, what you're gonna do is you're gonna confirm appointments for the day. You're gonna confirm your appointments for the day. If you don't have any appointments, obviously you skip that step. The next thing that you're gonna do is you're gonna prep for your appointments that you have for the day. If you don't have any appointments, obviously you skip that one. Then you're gonna text all the leads you generated that day. You're gonna take a look. You talk to 10, 15, 20 leads. 20 people that day, or maybe more or less, whatever your number is. And you'll be like, which leads or how many leads did I generate? You are going to text every single one of them, okay? And then you are going to put them in your CRM so you could follow up on them, okay? And then the final thing that you're gonna do before lunch is you are going to update your numbers. In many of these videos that you've watched here on YouTube with myself, I expressed to you beyond a shadow of a doubt how important it is for you to be keeping track of your numbers. It takes 1 to 2 minutes to plug in your numbers every single day. If it is in your schedule, it will get done. So make sure that it is somewhere to check off on your list before you break for lunch. So we said part number one, get in the zone. Part number two, get the business. Now we move on to part number three, which immediately begins right after lunch, and that's called service the business. Service the business. So you get back from lunch, which I recommend you only take like a 30-minute lunch. If it's going to be a longer lunch, it better be with a past client or a center of influence or with somebody who can positively impact your business. So you come back from lunch, the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to return any phone calls. Because remember, in the morning, you were building the business. You were going after the business. You weren't taking phone calls. You probably got some missed calls. You got to return phone calls. After you do that, you work on the admin side of the business. Any administration work gets done immediately after you return the phone calls. After that, you work on any marketing that you are working on, whether it is making videos, designing a flyer, or whatever kind of marketing you partake in, promoting your open house coming up the following weekend, etc. And right after that, you work on offers and negotiations, reviewing offers and negotiating contracts. Now, some of you guys watching this video, none of these are applicable to you. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna address that in a moment. So after you do your offer and negotiations time, then it's time to go on appointments. So make sure you have some slots in the afternoon for you to be going on appointments. And the final thing that you're gonna do after you're done with your appointments is you're gonna plan your tomorrow right now. You plan your tomorrow at the end of the day. So now let me address something. If you are watching this video, then who you are is someone who is committed to achieving whatever next level looks like for you. That's why you're here watching these videos, to learn exactly what to do to go to the next level. If you are already not at the next level, and part one of the schedule definitely relates to you. Part two of the schedule definitely relates to you. Part 3 of the schedule may not relate to you because you haven't done enough business, so that will eventually be 100% applicable to you. Until then, if you ain't got nothing to do in the afternoon, then the only thing you do is you look for an appointment. You look for an appointment. So if you're not doing the level of production that you want to be at as of right now, only 2 things you should be doing all day that will get you to become a top listing agent, and that is to either be on an appointment or be doing something to find an appointment. If you need help getting crystal clear on exactly in perfect detail how to do this and go to a whole new level very quickly, then I invite you to check out all the links in the description below. And one of the links is to schedule a one-on-one discovery call so we can go underneath the hood of your business and show you exactly how we can get you listings very quickly. Talk to you soon. Take care.